You ever budget for groceries, walk into the store with a plan, a list, a prayer, and still walk out with hummus, 3 packs of gum, and shampoo you don't even use? Welcome to financial adulthood, where you spend an hour meal planning, 2 hours price matching, and still come home with nothing to eat for dinner. I swear, grocery shopping on a budget is like trying to play chess with a raccoon. You think you're in control, and suddenly you're down $50 and holding oat milk for a lactose intolerance you don't even have. Let's talk about it. The dark truth behind why budgeting for food feels like performing surgery with gardening tools. We've all been there. You make a list. You feel powerful. This week, I'm gonna eat clean. You write down kale, chicken, rice, maybe some eggs. Simple, affordable, adult. Then you step into the grocery store and the universe says, let the Hunger Games begin. The moment your cart touches the linoleum, you black out. You forget the list. You forget who you are. Suddenly, you're buying $7 strawberries because they looked cute and 3 kinds of cheese you don't even recognize. And let's not pretend we don't do mental gymnastics to justify it. Oh, I'll use this $9 almond butter for smoothies. You haven't made a smoothie since 2022, but you buy it. Because for that one moment, it feels like you're the kind of person who drinks smoothies. The kind of person who has their life together. Not the person who eats instant noodles over the sink at 11 p.m. and calls it self-care. And the worst part? After all that, you still have nothing for dinner. You open the fridge like it owes you money and stare at half a cucumber, expired yogurt, and a bottle of soy sauce like you're on an episode of Chopped. Today's challenge: make a full meal using sadness and disappointment. Let's be honest, grocery stores are traps. They're designed to bankrupt you emotionally and financially. Have you ever noticed how the essentials, bread, milk, eggs, are spread out like you're on some sort of twisted scavenger hunt? You walk in for one thing and leave with 17 items, none of which go together. Why is the milk in the back? Because they know you'll walk past chips, cookies, wine, and frozen pizzas first. That's not poor layout. That's strategy. By the time you get to the milk, you've already mentally rewritten your budget, convinced yourself you needed the family-size bag of Cheetos even though you live alone. Oh, but it was on sale. Congratulations. You just spent $8 you didn't plan to because the packaging said limited edition. And don't get me started on loyalty cards. Oh, you saved $1.27 today. Cool. Meanwhile, I just paid $14 for asparagus. Asparagus, the vegetable that tastes like wet pencils. And God help you if you go shopping hungry. That's not budgeting, that's self-sabotage. You go in for apples, you come out with a rotisserie chicken, 2 chocolate bars, and that weird drink you saw on TikTok that boosts gut health. You don't even know what a gut is. But for some reason, you're drinking fermented mushroom tea and calling it wellness. And how do we even define budgeting anymore? Because I used to think it meant spend less. But now it means overspend, feel bad about it, and try again next week. Let's be real. Budgeting in your head is a scam. You think you're gonna eyeball your spending like some financial ninja. Oh, I'll just be mindful. Mindful? You blacked out in the snack aisle and woke up with 5 bags of seaweed chips. Seaweed. You're from Ohio. And don't pretend you're cooking from scratch. You want to. You believe in it. You watched the YouTube videos, you pinned the recipes, you bought the quinoa. But then Wednesday hits. Life happens. You come home tired, sweaty, soul-crushed, and you stare at the raw chicken like it personally betrayed you. That's when the DoorDash demon whispers, "It's just $20. And boom, the budget explodes like a popped bag of microwave popcorn. It's not even just food. It's the illusion of control. The belief that this week will be different. This week, we'll prep meals, eat vegetables, stick to the list. But instead, we're back at the store under fluorescent lights, debating between 2 brands of cereal like the choice actually matters when we're just gonna eat dry handfuls at midnight because depression tastes like frosted corn. And shout out to inflation for turning broccoli into a luxury item. You ever hold a bell pepper like it's made of gold? $3.99 each? Suddenly, frozen pizza is health food because at least it has tomatoes. And what about unit prices? Oh, you want to do math now? You want to calculate price per ounce like you're doing long division in the middle of aisle 9 while a toddler screams and someone's blocking the cart lane texting their ex? No thanks. I'll just overpay for the small bottle and cry later. Now let's talk subscriptions. Yes, because even groceries are trying to be Netflix now. Oh hey, sign up for our premium shopper rewards and get 5% back on pre-qualified kale. Bruh, I just want to eat. I didn't come here to join a club. I didn't come here to be scammed into a $12 a month membership that emails me coupons for products I've never heard of. What happened to just buying food? Budgeting used to feel like a plan. Now it feels like a test I keep failing. Because when I say I'm budgeting, what I really mean is I'm pretending I'm not broke until Thursday. I mean, you ever go grocery shopping on Payday and feel rich? You're throwing things in the cart like you're Jeff Bezos on a Whole30 diet. You buy things with no expiration date in sight. Oh, this organic mango honey mustard aioli looks interesting. Interesting? You don't even know what 3 of those words mean. Then you check your account 3 days later and realize you spent $112 on vibes and still forgot toilet paper. How is it that I can spend $100 and still not have coffee, butter, or breakfast? What did I buy? Oh right, those protein bars that taste like drywall and almond flour because apparently I had delusions of baking. And then it hits you. Budgeting isn't about saving money. It's about choosing your failures in advance. You either eat boring meals and stick to the plan, or you eat what you want and spiral into guilt. There's no middle ground. You ever notice how budgeting makes you obsessed with value? You start buying the big bag of off-brand cereal that comes in a sack the size of a toddler. It tastes like regret and cardboard, but hey, it's 10 cents cheaper per serving. You become a different person. A math gremlin. A price per pound detective. You're not shopping. You're strategizing. Like a broke general in the grocery war zone. And don't even bring up coupons, because modern coupons are a scam. It's never for anything you actually need. Oh look, 50 cents off this vegan shrimp made of soy. Cool. But can I just get a deal on toothpaste? No? Okay. And you ever budget for groceries and then go out to eat 3 times that same week? You're like, oh, I spent $80 at the store to avoid eating out. Then you hit a drive-thru because chopping onions felt emotionally unsafe. That's the real cost of adulthood. Paying twice for the same meals you never eat. And for what? To go back next week and do it all again. Let me tell you something dark. Budgeting isn't broken. We are. Because we budget like optimists in a capitalist hellscape. We budget with Pinterest boards and delusional confidence. But we live in a world where lettuce costs more than antidepressants. And every aisle is a psychological trap. Grocery shopping isn't a chore. It's a test of mental stability. You think you're strong? Go to the store hungry, on a budget after a long day, while emotional. You'll come home with frozen waffles, ice cream, and existential regret. And don't let the self-checkout shame you. Please remove the item from the bagging area. Ma'am, I'm trying to survive. I just paid $6 for grapes. I deserve grace. And then you check your receipt and realize half the things weren't even on your list. You stare at the paper like it betrayed you. Who bought all this? You did. In a fugue state, in a capitalist trance. But here's the thing. We're not failures. We're just human. Budgeting is a war between your ideal self and your tired, overstimulated, underpaid real self. And guess what? Sometimes that self needs $5 chocolate and overpriced snacks to feel like life isn't falling apart. So next time you go grocery shopping, make peace with this. You'll mess up. You'll buy weird things. You'll forget the eggs. You'll blow your budget on mango slices and novelty pasta. And that's okay. Because budgeting isn't about being perfect. It's about trying again next week with slightly more dignity and slightly less oat milk. Welcome to the cycle. Budget. Buy. Regret. Repeat. We're all in this fluorescent lit nightmare together. And next time you're eating peanut butter for dinner, just remember, you did your best. Even if your best included vegan cheese sticks and a frozen burrito named La Fiesta.